So if you intend to send your wife or husband to study in Canada, this is a secret I want to reveal to you. A lot of people have been asking me this, and it's better I come in here. If you want to sponsor your wife in Canada to study, I don't want to talk about kids now. I want to talk about your wife. Make sure as the husband, you are the sponsor. Yes, you can get your father, your wife's father, your wife's mother, your wife's brother or sister can still step in this case. But in as much as your wife is married to you, the best person to do the sponsorship is you, the husband. Or if you are the one, or if it's your husband going to study in Canada and you guys are at the point of applying for the visa, the best person to do the sponsorship, like to prove that who is going to stand in for proof of funds, the proof of funds details should come from the wife or the husband, or vice versa, depending on the case. You understand? The reason is because this is common sense. Remember, sometimes visas are not rejected because of negligence. It's because of common sense. Now, let's look at it this way. Remember, when you want to study in Canada, your father, your mother, your brother or sister, these are the best people, or you yourself, or your husband or wife can sponsor you. Now, let's take, for example, you are already married. Remember, you are telling the Canadian government that you have enough money to study. This is the first part you need to consider, right? Excellent. Now, you are telling them that you are married because definitely you are going to show your marriage certificate. So why are you married and it's your father who wants to sponsor you? The visa officer will first of all ask this question, okay? Even if they don't ask the question, even if they don't reject the visa, but trust me, they are going to ask this question in their brain. Why are you married and your husband is not sponsoring you and you claim that you have enough money? They are going to look at this. Trust me, these people are psychologists. Yeah, they are psychologists. They are going to ask this question and maybe look at other requirements. And if you are not very careful, you may not get the visa. So your husband should be the best person to do your sponsorship for Canada, or your wife should be the best person to sponsor you if you guys are legally married and you are going to show evidence of that. Remember, when you are married, it's not just the marriage certificate you have to present. Marital pictures, court wedding, traditional wedding, all right? Where are the pictures? Attach them. They are very important. They can help you to get the visa. Now, like I said, you have to tell the Canadian government that, or the visa officer, that you have enough money to sponsor yourself in Canada. And in this case, your parents, your brother, your father or sister, they are not the best people. Your visa can still be granted, but let's look at logic here. Logically, you are already married. Remember, these people, when you are already married, they are looking at your family. Your wife is now your responsibility. Your husband is your responsibility. Anything you guys own is under you guys. So they don't look at, maybe they don't consider external family members again. When somebody is your wife, when it's your wife, you take care of your wife. So please always put this into consideration. And again, the worst thing you should even do again is you should try to show that your own bank statement. Let's assume that maybe you get your parents to sponsor you when you are already married, and again, your own bank statement or your husband's bank statement or your wife's bank statement is showing smaller amounts of money compared to your parents' bank statement or your father's or brother or sister. It will say a lot of things. They will just say that this couple, they don't have a lot of money. That's why they are bringing their mother or maybe their father or to sponsor them. But again, it is still good because according to the Canada officials, your father, your mother, your brother or sisters are the best people, or yourself, to sponsor you, or your husband or wife. But look at this from a clear angle. It's always good to be the sponsor if you are the wife or the husband of your spouse. You understand? So this is just a little trick I want to share with you. It may work for everybody, but looking at it logically, you are not financially stable. That is why these people want to sponsor you. So guys, you have to put this into consideration and be tactical. Don't go for visa application. They don't use emotions here. They are looking at logic and what they need for approval. I hope you understand. Till we meet